Listen, have you been feeling different lately and you can't explain why? Almost like the version of you that already has financial freedom is getting closer every single day. If you've been experiencing this lately, what I'm about to tell you in this video is going to feel deeply familiar, so make sure you pay attention, okay? Now, have you noticed lately that you have been talking to yourself more than usual? Sometimes it feels less like you're having random thoughts and more like you're having a conversation with the version of yourself that already made it. You're saying things like, man, I'm about to win the lottery. It's about to happen. And I'm telling you, that is you having a conversation with the future version of yourself that already won the lottery. Now, have you caught yourself lately answering your own questions instantly? And the answers, they seem to arrive before you even have time to think. Almost like there's another perspective speaking through you. This is the future wealthy version of yourself answering questions, okay? Questions that you didn't even know that you had the answer to, all right? Now, have you noticed your future, it feels more real than your current situation? The life you want, it begins to feel strangely familiar instead of impossible, doesn't it? It feels like the life you want. It feels like it's already here, like it's already happening, like it's already unfolding. That's what it feels like, doesn't it? Now, have you noticed yourself saying, I already know what's going to happen. It's already mine. I am a lottery jackpot multimillionaire. You're saying things to yourself like this. And that feeling that you're having, it's showing up before the evidence as certainty is replacing doubt. There was a time where you said things like that, I am a lottery jackpot multimillionaire, and you doubted it. But now when you say it, it feels like it's already yours, doesn't it? It feels certain, doesn't it? Now, have you noticed your inner conversation? It feels more confident than it used to. The voice in your mind, it is speaking like someone who already expects abundance, like someone who already has won, someone who is already wealthy. Okay, that's the voice that you're hearing in your mind, right? Now, have you noticed it feels like you're remembering your future instead of imagining it? The picture in your mind, it becomes so vivid that it almost feels like a memory. It almost feels like you've already won the lottery when you see yourself at the lottery office cashing in that winning lottery ticket. It feels like it already happened, doesn't it? Now, have you noticed your old identity feels like it's disappearing? It's almost as if the version of you that lived in lack is slowly starting to fade into the background. It's slowly starting to disappear. And this new wealthy version of yourself is starting to emerge right now. That's what it feels like, right? Now, have you noticed you instinctively reject thoughts of limitation and thoughts of lack? Ideas that once felt believable no longer fit the person that you're becoming right now, right? It's like when those thoughts of limitation and those thoughts of lack enter your mind, you instantly catch it. And you're like, I know I'm about to do this. It's like you have an all-time high frequency of confidence right now. Now, have you noticed you keep mentally rehearsing the same successful life or the same successful scene over and over again? The same future, it keeps replaying in your mind until it starts feeling real, until it starts feeling natural. It's like you keep replaying the moment that you're just standing there with the lottery check in your hand, or you're standing at the lottery office cashing in that winning lottery ticket. And that's very, very powerful that you're replaying this in your mind, okay? Because this is visualization. All right. That's you rehearsing the moment that it happens, and it's going to happen. OK, now, have you noticed you sometimes smile after talking to yourself? It's like you're just smiling after having an inner conversation with yourself. It's almost like those conversations leave you with a sense of reassurance that you can't explain. And sometimes you may even have a conversation with yourself and you may even laugh, or you may even also have tears of joy. You may even make yourself cry just from being happy or being reassured that it's about to happen. And it's a feeling that you can't explain, right? I'm telling you. Now, have you noticed yourself making decisions like someone who already has financial freedom? Your choices, it's like they begin reflecting the person you're trying to become rather than your circumstances or the circumstances that you're in right now, right? Now, have you noticed it feels like your future is pulling you instead of chasing you? It feels like you're magnetized to your future right now, your wealthy future. It's like you stop forcing every step and you begin feeling drawn towards a different direction. And that's towards financial freedom. That's towards you winning winning the lottery, things like that. It's like you feel like you're magnetized towards that. Now, have you noticed your biggest dream no longer shocks you anymore? It's like you start feeling less like it's a fantasy and more like someone, like it already belongs in your life, like it belongs to you. That's what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a fantasy anymore, and it doesn't shock you anymore, right? Now, have you noticed you feel more connected to the version of yourself that you have never even met a day in your life, right? See, some people describe this as a feeling as being guided by the person who they're already trying to become, the person that already has wealth in their life. It's like you feel like you're being guided by your future wealthy version of yourself, or being guided by the universe or something like that, right? Now, have you noticed that your faith is becoming way stronger than your fear? The confidence, it arrives before the results, okay? And it's making your future feel closer than ever every time this happens, okay? Now, have you also noticed yourself asking questions out loud and then hearing the answer inside of your mind? It's like you'll ask a question, you're like, man, what is, is the lottery jackpot? Is it mine? All of a sudden, there'll be an answer in your head that says, yep, it's yours. And it can feel like the wealthy version of you is responding from a reality where the background has already happened, okay? That's what it feels like. It feels like the future wealthy version of yourself is answering that question inside of your own mind, okay? Now, have you noticed sudden flashes of yourself living a completely different life? Have you noticed this? For a second, you can almost see the home. You can almost see the freedom, the financial freedom. You can almost see the money, or the moment that everything changes. And it's starting to happen to you more random. It's starting to happen to you more than often right now, isn't it? Now, have you noticed that certain choices suddenly feel wrong, even though they used to feel so normal, even though they used to feel right? Now, that may be the old timeline losing its grip, okay? Because those decisions no longer match the future that you are moving towards, that you are the future wealthy version of yourself that you are becoming right now, okay? Now, have you noticed yourself saying we when you talk to yourself, when you talk about your future? Have you noticed this? It's like almost like you're no longer speaking alone, but including the future version of yourself that already knows how everything turns out. You're saying things like, we're about to be successful. We're about to win the lottery. We're about to buy this new home. We're about to find this love, or we're about to be in this loving relationship. It's like you're speaking from the future wealthy version of yourself that already did these things, okay? Now, have you noticed a strange pressure in your chest when you talk about winning or becoming wealthy? It's like you'll just feel it right here in your chest. It feels like two versions of your life are getting so close to you right now that it is emotional right now. And you can feel the difference, right? You can feel the difference between something that you're not emotional about and something that you are emotional about. That's the future wealthy version of yourself, with the just having an emotional attachment to the life that you desire right now. Okay. Now, have you noticed your future self appearing in your mind with a specific attitude or a voice or a specific outfit, or just a whole look, an appearance? See, that version of you may feel calmer, wealthier, more certain, and just completely untouched by fears that you carry right now, okay? There's a whole different aura, a whole different energy coming off of the future wealthy version of yourself. And there are going to be a lot of times where you get a glimpse of this, where you're going to feel this, okay? Now, have you noticed yourself receiving warnings before making certain decisions? It's like the thought comes quickly in. It comes quickly, okay? Don't do that right now. Wait, or don't go, all right? Almost like the future wealthy version of yourself is protecting your path. That's what it feels like. Now, have you noticed it's like random moments where your current life feels temporary? It's like you look around and suddenly, you're like, man, this is not where I'm going to be at forever. This is not going to be forever. It's like you feel like that, don't you? And I'm telling you, that is the future wealthy version of yourself, letting you know that things are about to change, okay? Things are about to completely change in your life. Now, have you noticed yourself practicing what you would say after your breakthrough happens? It's like you're being congratulated by people, and you're starting to practice like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate that. You know, you're imagining people shaking your hand. You're imagining someone calling and you know, telling you, man, congrats, all of that, okay? It's like you imagine telling your family or explaining how everything changed, okay? Because a part of you already is emotionally living that moment. It's already there, okay? That's why you're rehearsing this right now. You may even be rehearsing interviews of yourself winning the lottery, okay? Now, have you noticed you can almost feel the exact moment that the money arrives, the exact moment that that jackpot hits? You may not know the date or the amount, but the scene feels unusually clear, doesn't it? Like a memory is trying to reach you from ahead, from the future, okay? That's what it feels like. And that's exactly what it is, okay? Now, have you noticed your inner voice correcting you whenever you speak negatively about money or about yourself? You say something rooted in lack, and another voice immediately says, that is not your story anymore. Why are you thinking about this? Why is this in your mind right now? Okay, I'm telling you. Now, have you noticed you feel like you're watched over making every decision about your future right now? It feels like something is watching you right now. Not watched in a frightening way, in a guided, almost like the version you want to already succeed is standing beside you, is standing over you right now, watching you right now. That's what it feels like, okay? Now, have you noticed yourself becoming emotional over the life you haven't even lived yet? You may suddenly feel grateful, relieved, or overwhelmed because your body is already responding to a future that your mind can already sense, okay? It's like your body is starting to just respond to this right now, okay? Now, have you also noticed certain events, they feel like they're connected instead of setbacks, okay? It feels like they're corrections. It feels like everything is connected right now, right? It's like plans fall apart, people disappear, or doors close, but deep down it feels like your timeline is being redirected towards an outcome that belongs to you, right? I'm telling you. Now, have you noticed moments where you feel like you're briefly switching places with your future wealthy version of yourself? Have you noticed this? For a few seconds, you feel completely secure. You feel powerful. You feel financially free. Then the feeling, it just fades away, but you'll never forget that feeling, okay? Now, let me ask you something. What if all of these signs, what if all of these synchronicities and all of these feelings and your intuition is actually your future wealthy version of yourself, leaving clues, leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow so that you can actually align with that life, okay? What if that's happening right now? You have to ask yourself this question, okay? Now, thank you so much for tuning in to Millionaire Mindset, where everything happens in divine time by divine design, but you are the divine design. I know y'all see me underneath the money tree. I got my shoes off. I'm grounded right now, right? I'm telling you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment on this video, and hype this video up. Until the next video, Millionaire Mindset signing off.